All right, so there's nothing worse than knowing that you have to film in the morning and have a full day of clients, but more importantly, that you have to film. And last night was my daughter Quinn's 30th birthday. Thank you everybody for her birthday wishes. It's really, really sweet of you to post and to comment, and it's just an extraordinary thing to have a 30-year-old. So with that in mind, I'm supposed to be filming today, and you can look at my eyes because I have not, I've been on my health journey and I haven't had any sugar in quite some time. And not only, and it was also my beautiful friend Jade's wedding. And so I had a Friday night wedding that I went to, and then I went to my daughter's 30th birthday. So what do I need this morning? I need some eye patches. So I'm going to show you what smooth canvas really does, because these 57-year-old eyes, yes, which is insane to me that that I'm either that age or that I have a 30-year-old daughter. I don't know which is wilder. I think that I have a 30-year-old daughter. I don't really care about my age, but there are really simple and easy things that you can do to keep yourself looking like the Crypt Keeper, which, that is something that we are going to avoid today. Okay, so I'm going to give a couple minutes on these patches, then I'm going to show you what it does with smooth canvas, and then I'm going to share with you something really incredible. I just took off those patches, and you can see it's definitely a little better. I am now going to show you smooth canvas, and I'm taking like a good pearl size because I need a lot this morning. And what this does is it sits on top of the lines. It creates almost like a film, and it has blurring properties. It has an Eimile oscillera, so you can start to see the blurring take effect. Many people think of this product like an eye cream. Do not apply this like an eye cream. Do you see how much I'm working on blending? You can really see the difference between the two eyes there. Yeah, a little leftover eyeliner. I don't know. I decided to do some smoky eyes last night. Okay, but this right here is going to save the day. All right, so next thing I'm going to share with you is that I have been dying to show you what I'm about to show you. And so I started sharing it last week because here's the story. I found this product through one of my labs, and people have been saying to me, we want smooth canvas for the face. This has been flying off of my shelves. People have been ordering it online. If you are a woman who is suffering from having your concealer settle into your fine lines, it helps to smooth out this texture so that wherever there are lines, in my before picture, you can see that we have lines. They're not going away. But what doesn't have to happen is the emphasis of the concealer. We need concealer. I need concealer. And if the concealer settles into the lines, forget it. Even the editor of Allure said, I'm not wearing concealer. It makes my lines look worse. This is the hero product for that problem. And if you are a mother of the groom, which I just was, you should be wearing this. If a makeup artist comes at you with a big concealer, you better be prepared and have this under your eyes, because we know how it settles into the lines. So there, just so you can see the difference. So several months ago, I went on a hunt for how do we make smooth canvas for the face. And I didn't even know if it was possible. People kept coming to me and saying, we need this for the whole face. And I didn't really know what to say to that. People were actually putting smooth canvas on the face, but it's more like a gel and it has a lot of slip to it. It's really meant to go around the eyes or to sensitive areas. It's great for around here. But for the whole face, I really didn't know what direction to go in. So I had a meeting with one of my labs and we came up with a solution. I didn't think we were going to get to make it this year. This is a new lab that I was working with, and I'm going to need your help. I've just been dying to share this with you. Everybody who sat in my chair over the past couple of weeks, I've asked for their reactions, and to be sure, that's what we did with Smooth Canvas. We had all these women sit in my chair, and they went, oh my God, take my credit card. I want it now. And we sold 506 weeks in order to get the product made. And what I'm about to show you is probably even more heroic than Smooth Canvas. So every single client who has sat in my chair has had the same reaction. Most of them have been swearing and going, holy shit. And then I'm like, that doesn't help me. I need your words. I need you to describe how it feels. I need you to describe what it does. You can't just be like, oh. So I'm going to show you right now this amazing new product. And then I need your help. Everybody who has felt this product, and here it is right here, it feels like nothing you've ever felt before. It feels like we've heard putty, we've heard Play-Doh, we've heard all kinds of things. It's wild. So it's not a primer. It's not a powder. It's blurring. It's smoothing. And here's what the most important part is. It changes the way that the light hits your face. Kind of the way a filter that we see in cameras diffuses the light. It's a complexion balm that instantly changes the way the light hits your face. It softens, smooths, and it completely resets your makeup at the end of the day. So you look completely freshed up without even touching a powder. So are you ready to see this magic? This is about as rough as it gets. And I'm putting it on with this awesome dome brush. You can literally see it smoothing out. It also helps with redness. All I'm doing is going into the product and pushing it into the skin. You can see it just melt. It has this silk to melt finish. Watch my tin, because this is the coolest thing. You can watch the pores minimize. You can watch the wrinkles soften. And this is not a joke. Like, I don't have any filter on this camera. And when we first started doing it, clients would put it on and they just, oh my God. And I was like, no, you have to use your words. And then I would have people watch other people. And I'm like, okay, are you watching? And then the person watching would be like, oh my God. So here's what we need from you guys. We can't go to manufacturing without a name. We have to name her. This has got to be done by Monday night. Whoever names her gets one way earlier than everybody else. We will start pre-selling in the next couple weeks. Stay tuned for those emails. You're going to sign up below. So here is how you can help us. Please go like Genuist Beauty. All the voting will be done on Genuist Beauty's page. So go to Genuist Beauty, like Genuist Beauty, and comment below. You're going to be the first one to receive this, and I promise you want it, okay? Can everybody see? Okay, can you see that? A few more things about this product. Okay, so here's the best part. When it was first positioned to me on this product, I was told it was supposed to go on top of makeup. I started using it in every which way. And what I found is it creates the most incredible barrier between your skincare. I love face oils. Foundations sometimes don't mix with face oils. They break. This creates this unbelievable canvas. By the way, we can't use Canvas. A company just trademarked Genuist Beauty. And as a result, we cannot use Canvas. So you can see this is our Magic 3-in-1 foundation, which I've also made, which looks like skin, but there's no texture. There's no texture. And this right here is an absolute game changer. It's a game changer. Can you just see? And you guys, I was up till 1 in the morning. I had sugar, I had alcohol, I had all the things. And it's absolutely incredible. I'm just buffing, right? And I can go back with a concealer and go to my extra areas, but I want you to just see the difference. It's mind-blowing. So every client has had the same reaction. We need your help. We need to name her. So please go to Genuist Beauty. Please comment put her name in the comments, and we'll be looking at every single one of them. And then if we choose you, we're going to Monday night at the latest. I need your help. So please name her. Give us your best suggestions, and thank you so much. I can't wait to get this product into your hands. You guys are going to lose your minds, and if you haven't tried Smooth Canvas yet, get on it because it's going to be a game changer for everything in your routine. All right, while I'm at it, I think I'll just do this get ready with me because why not? Oh, so I'm doing all these lab samples right now. I am hardcore trying to find what we're going to need for eyes. And I don't know if it's possible to find what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find a tight liner that doesn't come out of her eyes, that will stay as a congeal in the waterline or above the waterline in the lashes. I'm trying to find something that covers up and conceals underneath our highlight area to minimize the redness and create a really nice cover. We need a coverage that covers our lines. I don't want it to be too shiny. I don't want it to be too matte. It would be nice if all of these things were blurring like the rest of it, right? This is definitely a 5-minute makeup today. Next, I am hardcore looking for a liquid shadow. And I am not opposed for it to be a shadow stick. If it does the same thing as a liquid shadow and it can go on that easy without even needing to use a product that you would pull out of a bottle that you could just go like this and it doesn't have a drying agent and it lasts all day, I am not sure if that's possible, but this is one formula that I'm trying. It's neutral, so it's hard to tell, but it does look like skin. I need to see it in some other colors to be sure. What's cool about it is on the other side, this is just a really nice eyeliner. So I was like, maybe we could do the tight liner on one and we could do a shadow stick on the other. I'm not sure. Anything's worth a shot. I'm just definitely in play mode right now. I have so many samples that I'm going through. So I'm using a sponge. If I go underneath my eyes, I really want to make sure to have it smooth. Okay, and then for the eyes, I've been playing with a couple different brands to see, okay, what's your product like? I'm going to put a little bit of this liquid shadow just because the other one was just a little bit softer. And I just want a little more. This is really lovely. And now I am going to put a little tiny liner on. Okay, so for tiny liner, I am going to give this a really good shake. And I'm going to press it down. I'm going to pull my eye out to the side. There's so many people who are like, I can't do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. 1, if you screw it up, you can blend it out. 2, can you see? It's just very nice and tiny. And you pull the eye out to the side and you stamp down. Don't try necessarily to draw a line all the way across. Get used to feeling your lines now, because there's going to be a time when you're not going to be able to see. I have a bunch of my 60 and 70-year-olds coming in now, and I'm giving up. I can't see it. I'm like, okay, you got to feel, right? I just screwed that up. I'm just going to take a brush and blend it out. It's that simple, right? I'm going to take a brush, raise my eyebrow, make that lid tight. That's the problem, is our lids are not tight. And that's it. So easy. All right. Then experimental concealer. I'm trying to find a concealer that can go over really easy over smooth canvas. And it's thin and it covers, because the thicker that formula is, the more it sits in the lines. So we need a thin formula, but doesn't have too much of a drying agent and will not settle in those lines. And so far, I have bagfuls, guys, bagfuls of concealers. And I just got to tell you, this is one of the best I have come across. I've been developing it a little bit. So now I'm starting to try it on other people. We'll see how it goes. And I'm just weaving it around the whole eye here. Okay. Going back around. I'm going to smile. And here's the thing. I have lines, you guys. The lines are not going to go away. So don't expect your product, right? Oh, it's just gonna, like even that Peter Thomas Roth, it shriveled up my eye. It looked horrific. But look at how smooth that is. That's why this is called smooth canvas. There's no trace of that concealer sitting in a line. The lines are there. We just don't need to make them look any worse. Okay, I'm now trying a new experimental Korean, and that is all that I want today is some lip gloss, because it's easy and it's a little plumping too, and it's great with my raspberry. The swirl, it's going to be raspberry. If you saw how cool this blue was, we're going to sneak peek what the packaging looks like. So amazing. So the last thing I'm sharing is I am truly trying to find a clean mascara. So many of the formulas that are used in beauty today have some not so great ingredients in them. And Europe is way ahead, Italy is way ahead of trying to find and use ingredients that are safe and clean. This is one such formula. I have really trashed lashes from using lash extensions for 7 years, and I truly need a formula that is going to help, because as much as I want to do other lash, under the lash things, that was the end of my love for trying to do lashes myself. We do them in the studio. We do clusters that will last a couple of days. We have somebody we confer to lash extensions if you need them for a special occasion. I had no time to do that. I know many of you don't have time for that. So mascara or lashes are one of the key things. Our brows are so important in our lashes. So if you don't want to wear much makeup, that's the strength in your eyes, and the definition is your lash line, the tight lining, the tiny liner, your lashes, your brows. That creates the balance on the face. Then we want to even out the skin. We need to have a slight lip color that balances. Today I have a little bit more color. It still balances even though I don't have a full lipstick on. Your eyeshadow or whatever you choose is your accessory. I think it's time to get to work. I get to do some makeup today, and have an awesome day.